There was a boy named Armand who was both smart and funny. Armand had moved from his village to the city to study. City life was new and exciting for him. He had just joined a new college and was staying in the hostel. During the day, all his energy went into studying, but at night, when everyone slept, he would often go up to the hostel terrace. The cool breeze and silence gave him peace, and it took away all the day's fatigue. One night, while standing on the terrace, his eyes fell on an old mansion nearby. That mansion was usually the subject of scary stories and legends, but tonight, there was something different. He saw a girl in black clothes near the mansion. She was beautiful, but there was something strange about her. The girl slowly approached him and smiled, saying, "My name is Anupama. Are you new here?" Armand was a bit startled at first, but her innocent smile made him respond, "Yes, I've come here to study. Who are you? Have we met before?" Anupama just smiled, and from then on, they met every night. Armand found Anupama's words strange, but there was something about her that drew him towards her. He never saw her during the day. She would only meet him at night, and every time, she'd say, "I love the darkness of the night." Gradually, Armand began to fall in love with Anupama, but after some time, he started to feel something was wrong. One day, his friend Anuj told him, "You know, there are many scary stories about that mansion. They say there's a ghost who appears as a young woman and traps boys in her spell. Those boys are never seen again." Armand initially brushed it off as a joke, but as time passed, he began to realize that maybe Anuj was right. Anupama's behavior was also changing. Sometimes her eyes would turn blank and hollow, and her touch felt as cold as ice. One night, while Armand and Anupama were walking near the mansion, Anupama held his hand and said, "You are mine now, Armand, and I will never let you go." She added, "Promise me you'll never leave me." Armand felt uneasy and nervous hearing this. He softly replied, "Anupama, why are you saying that?" With a chilling laugh, Anupama replied, "Because I am a ghost bound to this mansion, and now you are bound to me." As she said this, her face began to change. Her eyes turned hollow, her skin pale, and her face looked terrifying. She transformed from a beautiful girl into a haunting spirit. Armand now understood the trouble he was in. He quickly pulled his hand away from Anupama and started running. Anupama chased after him, but somehow he managed to reach his hostel and shut the door. He couldn't sleep the entire night, as Anupama's terrifying face kept flashing in his mind. The next day, Armand went with his friend Anuj to meet a local priest who knew about the old mansion and Anupama's story. The priest said, "She's a ghost, cursed to trap those who fall for her. If you want to stay safe from her, you must let go of any feelings you have for her." That night, Armand decided to meet Anupama one last time, but this time, he was determined to end things for good. When he met her, he said directly, "Anupama, I need to stay away from you. I can't be with you because of what you are." He continued, "I am human and you're a spirit. Our worlds are different." Anupama once again revealed her horrifying form, but this time, Armand didn't flinch. He tried to rid his heart of the feelings he felt for her, and silently chanted a mantra. Slowly, Anupama began to fade and eventually disappeared. After that, Armand switched hostels and focused on his studies. But sometimes, late at night, Anupama's face still came to his mind. Perhaps she was still around somewhere, and Armand knew she might never fully leave him. But he wanted to move on with his life, knowing that moving forward was the best thing for him.